Hi, thanks for joining us.
Welcome to our second episode on Elmcreek.
So we're in the afternoon of our first day. We're continuing to get some of our fields ready. So I'm on field 44, which needs cultivating. It hasn't had anything on it since we came into the farm.
I am seeding in field 46 and we are planting canola because it's the only crop that can be planted in this season.
Yeah, we had a little look through at what we could do, but we're here in August in the middle there, and there's not a lot of options. It's coming to the end of poplar, and then you can do grass and oilseed radish, which we are not going to be doing. It's just left canola, so we thought 46 is the second largest field, not too far off 45, and that might be a good crop to pop in so that we don't have empty fields heading into the winter. 44 we're just looking to get ready, and 45 is what we harvested in the first part of this day in our first episode. If you missed it this morning, we managed to harvest our first field. We have got some bales all ready to sell on our trailer when the prices go up, and we've got some wheat stored in our silo as well. All a pretty good start, I thought.
Yeah, this morning was very, very successful, and hopefully we'll make loads of profit out of those bales.
Yeah, hopefully. It's our first experience with these small bales, so we're waiting to see how much that ends up equating to. What we want to do is make sure that we've got something ready to come in when the next season comes round, which is why we're getting the canola in over on the other field, and also whilst we had the time, getting this cultivated. We weren't going to go ahead and plant in every field because we don't want to just have canola across the board, and we don't want to have everything getting ready in exactly the same month. So we're going to have a look at exactly what we'll put in those fields shortly. Right, so that's that field complete. So we'll gear up there and head on around to field 46 where Waffle is seeding. We're actually going to need to switch the tractors around when he gets to this end, as the seeder does need a little bit more power.
Yeah, this tractor is struggling quite a bit with this seeder on the back.
But we think that it's going to be fine with the cultivator. So I'm going to drop this down at the side here. I'm quite impressed with that tractor actually. It's a nice tractor to have. But I do also really enjoy driving this one.
Yeah, that tractor is good fun actually. I like that.
This one does only have one reverse gear, but then in forwards we've got 5, and we've got a low, medium and high range as well. So yeah, definitely quite a bit to get used to as you start driving these. I wasn't sure how hard it was going to be to adapt.
It's also cool because you have to select a gear that will be right for your implement on the back. So
yeah, that's what we're about to find out here. Because we've not used this one yet, so I think we're going to need a slightly different range. So let's drop down the cultivator, and well, I guess if we go into medium range on 5, and let's see what happens here. So in fact, it's quite happy.
wow, that thing's going quick, isn't
So
it?
it's storming through at 9 miles an hour. That's a lot faster than I thought that was going to be. So what we'll quickly do is we'll just check the operating speed of that cultivator. It is 9 miles per hour. That is
Wow.
the speed it's happy with. So it's no issue. We should be able to cope with that all right.
It's a very fast cultivator, isn't that? That's very good, actually.
Yeah, for the tractor, I didn't think we were going to get that kind of speed out of it. I was wondering if it was going to struggle. Now, this does only need 90 horsepower, and this tractor is 100, so we're within the limits, but I wasn't expecting her to storm across that. Alright, so we're just going to finish up. Let's get this field cultivated, and the one on the other side seeded. So seeding's now finished on 46.
Yep, I've completed it in the John Deere. It just sped through it. Just coming out with the fertiliser now, and I'll get started on field 44.
Alright, that'll be good. So two cultivated nearly, one seeded. I'm going to get some first fertiliser on a couple of fields as well. Currently they're showing up without any, so that'd be good to get the first bit put on.
It's got a very, very wide spread. I need you hold the whole field.
That's it, yeah, that's quite a small field over on 44 anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like just kind of fills in the space, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Just gonna get started on field 46 as well.
That'd be good. So that's now the second field we're going to have with the first stage of fertilisation. And that's obviously the one that we've seeded just behind us there.
Yeah.
I'll put that into a good position. And then we should be able to put on the second stage when it's into the first growth stage. Find reverse.
It can actually do the whole field in one.
Is it really? Oh, that is a wide one.
Oh, that's
I'm
very
pretty sure we
impressive.
went for the cheapest spreader as well. Let's have a little look. Where are we? Fertilizer spreaders. Oh, it does actually have a 42 metre spray.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, we didn't read that bit, but yeah, it was the cheapest in the spreaders there. But missed the 42 metre. Even with the 45,000 there, it's only 12 to 18 metres, but it can do lime as well. Perhaps that's where the price difference is coming in.
Yeah, that's a crazy width, isn't it?
But certainly makes it easier here because our fields seem to be just under 42 metres.
Yeah, just under here.
Right, let's just get the last little bit of this field cultivated. And there we are, just reaching the end of the cultivation. So that is that complete.
Should I fertilise it?
Yeah, let's get that done, and then at least we've got the 3 fields there all fertilised. I probably shouldn't get too close. I don't want to get wet.
Wow. Can actually just do the whole field.
Perfect. Look at that. Right, let's drop this cultivator over at the side.
I'll put this back in the shed.
Yeah. That our fields ready. Now what we wanted to do is do a bit of mowing, because we're looking to just a little bit of personalisation on the farm, and we'd like to get a fence in separating our farm from the road here. But we also see a bit of an opportunity to get some extra money, possibly the first thing we're actually going to sell, by cutting some of the grass around our farm. So we want to invest in a mower anyway, so we're going to be doing that. Just going to have a look now at what we've got, and then have a look as well at a trailer to go with that. So firstly, if we find the mowers, so there's quite a few options on here, from the ones that follow you at the back to the sides, and obviously the double sides that you can put on with the backs there as well. Now we don't want to get carried away. We haven't got too much grass. There's quite a bit around the edges of a few of ours, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we can either go for something like at the back, or we can go for one of these side mowers.
I quite like the side mower.
Yeah, side mowers can be quite handy actually, particularly if you are going around a sort of a fence kind of area. They stick out from the side of the tractor. So we've got this coon on here. It's 18,000 for 4.4 meters.
And also it's good for its money, isn't it?
Right, it's double the size of that as well. 12,000 gets us 2.4 meters. 18,000 gets us 4.4. So that seems like a pretty good investment. After that, you're talking quite a bit more money because you need to pair them up. 52,000. So I think this is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
Only takes 80 horsepower to run, so it would work with our tractors, and you get 4.4 meters off it. So that seems like a good idea. So I think we'll go with this one and sort that. Now for the trailers, it's the forage wagons here. Now these are actually relatively expensive. We're not exactly sure what we're going to do with the grass after this first cut for the areas that we're wanting to do. We have checked and you can sell this at the animal dealer, so we are probably looking to lease. So if we just get this basic pottinger, and if we lease it, let's see, that would cost us 1,555. So we're going to do that for now rather than spending 30,000 on a purchase, and that's those two things. So we're going to have to head on back to the shop and pick them up. So here we're back in the farmyard. We've got our new mower sat here, ready to go, and we've got the trailer to pick it up. So perhaps we should start with a bit by the road. That's where we want to be adding this new fence.
Yep.
And see how we get on with cutting the grass here.
What side does it fold out?
That's a good question. Let's see.
Oh, to the right.
It's going to put you in the first lane, but that should work alright, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go for it.
Oh. Ooh.
There we go, it's working nicely.
Wow, this thing operates at 14 miles an hour.
14. It's fast.
Lift it up for the road.
Some good speeds in the new equipment. Alright, so we're going to pop in on the back here. Let's drop this down. So the pickup's ready. Let's get this on. Okay, so we're underway here, getting our grass picked up. We're a little bit close to the edge of the road, which is causing us a few issues here.
Yeah, I think we're just out of the bounds of our land.
I think it's to do with our land ownership, but we're still just able to pick up, it would seem. It is going to give us some good extra. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get all the way over there. Okay, so that's all we can pick up really for now. a slight issue back there with the boundary, unfortunately, of the farm. Means we couldn't pick up just that small amount.
Yeah.
We have got 39% in this trailer, which we can sell to the animal dealer. And then we can have a look at sorting out that fence.
I'm excited to try out the new construction in F22 because I know that they've made a lot of improvements.
So we're just going to have a quick look here. We need to find the animal dealer. What kind of icon is that going to be? Is it this one over here? So here's the animal dealer. So that is where we want to go to sell our grass. Now, how far away is that going to be from us? It's not too far actually. So I'll just go straight out of here and down this main road. We should be there pretty quickly. So let's just quickly pop off and do that. I'm just arriving down at the animal dealer now. So let's see where we can sell this grass. Looks like it's just here. Let's back up onto there and start selling. Let's see how much we can get just for this small amount of grass. There we go, we got £1,000 for it. Seeing as that's just something we wanted to do to get the space, I think that's not too bad, huh?
Yeah, because instead we could have just put it over the top and we've just made an extra £1,000.
Yeah, I think that was worthwhile. There's some other areas that we are going to do as well, which is why we did rent the trailer, because we want to be able to cut up some of the other bits around the edges of the land that we do own. But before that, we're just going to go and have a look at this fence. Right, so the idea, just to start with, is to have a bit of separation from the road here. That's why we went for this patch of grass being cut. So we're going to go into the menu here, and at the bottom we can have a look at construction. So this is where you find all your buildings. But you can also do, under the decoration here, you can have some fence, some lights, and some sheds, and I think a garage at the end there. There's quite a few options on here. Now I've always liked having a bit of a play around with fencing, so it's really nice to see it built into the game, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like it. It's definitely improvement from the other game.
So what kind of fence do we think we're going for? We want it to, nothing too big, do we?
No, something just a bit basic, maybe. I quite like the wood.
Now we've chosen a bit that's right on our boundary, so we want to go just as far out as we can, and then we click the first bit and just drag out from there. Now this is going to cost us a fair few pounds. Well, let's see how much it would be to go to the edge of this field here. And not cheap, this fencing business.
Then we could have a gate for our road.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far up we'd need to go to get a gate in. Maybe somewhere around there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That is as far out as we can go.
Yep.
Do you think we should go up that far?
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that will be alright. Wow.
There we go. That's how easily you can spend 11,000.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. So here it is. Here's our fence in reality. So now we've got this dividing us between the roadside and our field side. I think that actually looks pretty smart.
Yeah, I really like that actually.
It also matches our farmhouse over back there, which does have the white railings.
Wow, if you come across the road it looks really good. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, there we go. That's nice to add something different to our area. Now if we go up that end, can we add a gate?
And then we'll have to continue the fence.
Yeah, that one's probably smaller. And that one. Yeah, it'd have to be that one, wouldn't it?
That's actually perfect size.
It's not too bad. So that would go in there.
Wow.
Have a little look at that.
Actually suits that quite well.
So here we are. And what's it look like when it's opened? There we go, straight across our path.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a nice addition. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
just
like that.
finish this up by adding in the last bit of fence down this end. So it should join up nicely. So we do it the same way around that we did the last one. From there, yeah, from there, all the way down here. Is this going to be another 11,000, do you think?
Yeah, probably. It's so expensive.
It's very expensive. Yeah, I can do it all the way to like that post there.
Yeah. Go for it.
And it's
Wow.
in.
It's long.
So that's like £20,000 worth of fence.
Money well spent.
Yeah, money well spent. That's an expensive fence. So there it is, all the way along the edge of our property. So whilst that's not as such an important thing to put in, what we wanted to do is start to make it feel like our farm. And now that we're here, I do like the gate. The gate across the path, and actually we managed to get that right in the middle.
I really hope it's wide enough though for all our machinery.
I think it will be for what we're using at the moment. Yeah, perhaps if we get some really big stuff. But we have still got the driveway down the other end that's
Oh yeah, true. Actually.
completely unobstructed, isn't it? And then we'll just have to keep an eye on this grass, and that bit's annoying because we couldn't quite get to the boundary.
Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it?
So yeah, that's first a bit of personalisation to our farm. So that's where we're going to wrap up our second day, having started our personalisation. Another really successful start. We're hoping to do a bit more of this as the game goes on.
Hope to see you next time.